who left the lights on. Oh. What's up? Hello everyone, I'm Charles Benson, your host for tonight, where we talk about the balance and we talk about coming together and the magic behind the world and a lot of things. We are going to start from the top all the way to the bottom. What goes down must stay down. What comes up may come down. Welcome to the experience. Welcome. You're going to see things you never thought you would. Thank you for coming today to talk about many things. We're going to talk about the almighty paragraph. Thank you for coming. Let's do the almighty paragraph. How we start off every night. The almightiest, the highest paragraph, and the balance. Here's the almighty paragraph. How can people walk without eyes and legs? Do you think that people guide themselves? Where can we go? How do we do things without things that we want or need? Like if we can move without eyes, if we can move without legs, how do we do it? What do we do? Let's see. That's the almighty paragraph. Thank you. Welcome. Do you read that? Or did you hear that? There's a meaning behind it. There's a meaning behind it. First of all, let's take this for example real quick. This is the weirdest, but what we're talking about. Moving without eyes and legs. Do you see that? That's moving without legs and eyes. Things that you need to move with, right? That's what we do. But what's the meaning of it? That you can move without them. What do you think? I think it's good. Like, for example, what they're trying to say of moving without moving without things we don't need, like You want this, for example. Let's just say, here's something you really need. Pretend it's something, your biggest desire. Maybe it's a phone, a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Something you've been waiting for, a desire. Something you need. However, you're walking without it. Like you're moving without it. That's what moving without legs is that you need these. Your biggest desire. You need it. Maybe you want a bigger wiener. You want something. This is it. But you're walking without it. Was that right? That's what it's talking about. I wonder, they want you to find what you want in life, in school, and everything. You can go around here every day and look for things that you'd like, right? Yes, good. You go wherever you want. You can find something by spending time with yourself, figuring out who you are and what you'd like to do. Yes. That's, you could walk, you could move. Have you ever seen this?
That was easy.
Every time you do something, you always used to think,
that was easy.
That was easy. Sometimes you don't. Maybe you're at school, you're learning something new that is not easy. Say, that was hard. Let's see how you can overcome it. There's people around you for a reason. Use them to your advantage and ask for help. Don't just, waste the people around you by thinking negatively of them. And appreciate the differences. And see what we can do to them. People in the audience, make some noise. Woo! Yeah! Alright. Look around. See each other. Difference, good. All of them. Don't be a fool of yourself. Fools think negatively of others. They don't know what they're doing. Maybe. But they think they know. They think everything is easy. But when something doesn't go their way, that's when it gets hard for them. And they start thinking, I can't, and this is bad, this is hard, I'm dying. I cannot get those negatives. Like in math, when you multiply a positive times a negative gets a negative. But if you get two negatives, it equals a positive. You can try that in real life, see what you think. But whenever you add a negative reaction will come out. Like you're adding all the ingredients to your cake, you make it, comes out a cake. That's how you work with yourself and go around with yourself. In a bit, I'm gonna wet everybody in the crowd for a good. Once again, this is being live streamed on YouTube. Thank everyone for watching on YouTube and in the crowd, and you getting my message. You can walk without things. You can walk without eyes and legs, but you actually can't. But what I'm talking about metaphorically are those things that you think you need, but you really don't need. all those objects. If you think your life sucks, usually those people that think their life sucks are the ones who have good lives. And the people who actually do have crappy lives, somehow they're thinking greatly of themselves. There's people who have the smallest of things. People get a stick and they think their life is complete. And then there's other people that get huge meals, but they don't like it just because there's ketchup on it. How will you go with that? You can compare them. That person with the stick would love to have that huge meal. The one with ketchup would love to have not ketchup and different stuff. You can't do that. Or you can do it. But that person with the stick is walking without eyes. That person with the meal, that person with the meal basically thinks that they could see everything and thinks that they can go around. But we'll let you decide. People, you can think to yourself, do people with eyes and legs move better than people without them? Think of people who are crippled. How do they do? Think of people who are not. How do they do? Think about to yourself. We all have different opinions and differences. And I cannot change your way of thinking. However, whenever you add a negative, your results will be negative. When you add a positive, then there'll be some positivity in it. But never mix positive with negative. You get negative. And we are all born positive. In birth control, for example, your mom she urinates on the birth control, sees the positive. That means you were born positive. But whenever you add negative, you change your whole life positive. They're excited they're having a kid. Becomes a negative kid. You need to make it positive. And it may not be easy to make it positive. It's easy to make it positive. Now don't try to correct me about how you actually use birth control. I am not a woman. I wouldn't know. And I had a wife. Or I do, but we never had kids. So don't try to correct me on how using a birth control works, people. Because I already tried being corrected earlier. You know who you are. And you're born the way you are. But you start thinking your way. See how that way goes. All of you go your way. But when we come together, everyone in the world comes together, what will happen? Magic will happen. So we will come together by eating chips and drinking the water, the Almighty. It's not just any kind of chips. It's not just any kind of water that you're going to consume. It is the real deal. You drinking chips, eating water, that's what we're all going to do. And if you're not here physically, you can eat your own chips and water. And we all come together. When everyone comes together, things can happen. When our world comes together, things can happen that you never thought would happen. And at the end, you're going to say,
That was easy.
let me wet you. Let me wet you. Let me wet you. People, with this magic, water, and getting wet, we learn something of ourselves. We see who we are. See how we get. We meet our true self when we get wet. I just wet the people watch. I'm gonna wet all of you. When we get wet, let's see how we go. You've been wet. Thank you for cooperating. And let me wet you. Ah! Damn it! Thank you for cooperating and letting me wet you. There we go. Now think to yourself of something that you've done that causes pain, sorrow, and grief, and all those negative emotions. Or think of not only something you've done, something that's happened. And think on it. I'm eating nuts. Think to yourself. Does this belong to anyone in the crowd? Or this? Do these belong to anyone? Guys?
That was easy.
Shut the hell up, that was easy. Life isn't easy, but you learn to make it easy. Okay, everyone, say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. I can hear you saying it is almost to get my magic ingredients. This is our bowl for today. It doesn't look like a bowl, but it is. There's chips inside it. We eat those chips and drink these waters, and they come together, and with the balance itself, ladies and gentlemen, with the balance itself, we come together, drink these chips, and drink the water. Oh yeah. As we know, it may be the first and last time, and this will, as we know, it may be the first and last meal we shall devour. For some it will burn, for others it will open the emptiness. But together, these chips will make us come together. Do come together. This is our point. Our purpose is to make everyone come together. You don't want to drink this. This could kill you. Drink some. Drink it. For every tear, there is laughter somewhere else. What is one's misfortune, someone else's misfortune. We all come together, show each other your love, shake your hands and hug and everything in the crowd. Who's this? By the way, I read the chat, people in the chat. I read your words. So don't think that we're stupid. Don't think that we're dumb. And that we don't read your words. I don't know about the others, but I don't read the words. We are all people under the sky, and we all deserve the best. We thank all of those in our lives and a part of the balance. We thank Fate and Jason Cittious, which they are not here. They are on break. All of the people in the place of worship, everyone we know, our family, friends, those who are here, those who are not here. We thank everybody in our lives for all they have done. Now on this occasion we come together, we'll never be the same. From now on, here's our new life. What someone gets, someone else will get. The balance has come together. Now time to eat chips and drink water. Here we go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Forget nightmare, shut the hell up. Here you go. 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 That kid in the live chat, I'm actually gonna fight you. Here you go. 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 Go. Here you go. Here you go. No racist. Here you go. No racist words. Here you go. Here you go. We ate all the chips and all the water. And And the balance watched us eat and drink the chips and the water. And it is looking down at us, or looking up at us saying, good job. You drank and ate all the chips and water. The balance has come together. The balance states we are all, the balance states we have all come together, and you may go home. Thank you for coming. Thank you, people on YouTube. Thank you, people in the crowd. Everyone for coming. Have a good night, and I'll see you later. Have a beautiful day. And thank you for coming to the place of worship. The balance loves you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming.